Ryan, how did you enjoy the summer tour?
Yeah, it was good. Really good experience to go out to Argentina and obviously play in South Africa as well. Two tough sides there. Yeah, it was a good learning experience for me. Obviously the Argentinians and the South Africans, they're renowned for being big boys and quite forwards orientated as well. So it's good to test yourself against the best. I was up against Creevy and stuff in Argentina. I felt good, so yeah, it's all positives. Good tour, to be fair.
What was the high point for you?
The high point? Scoring that try against South Africa to win it was, that wasn't bad, to be fair. But just in general, getting the 3 wins, I thought that was huge for us, to be fair. For everybody, we all played well, and there was a lot of changes, from different games, and each game we all played well, so it was good.
You smashed your nose at one point, didn't you, in that South Africa game?
I did.
How did that happen?
It's quite funny, really. I went for a counter ruck, and it was like running against South Africa, and obviously it was like running into a brick wall. So I ended up folding up like a cardboard box, and my knee came through, and it hit me right in the nose. So yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But it's good to have it back straight now. Doctor's done a good job, to be fair.
So tell me, Creevy is one of the best hookers in the world. What did you learn of him?
Technically, as a scrummager, obviously he's quite a big man, and he's renowned for his scrummaging. So obviously in the last test we both starting, and first half it was like a game of chess. I was trying to suss out what he was doing, and things I haven't really come up against before, and I thought in the second half we came out and we got some dominance. We spoke about a few things half time, so I think that was really positive as well, to be fair.
Down at the Scarlets, is it a plus or a minus that you're with Ken down here?
Oh, it's a plus, definitely, yeah. Again, he's one of the best hookers in the world. Obviously being British Lion, so you're learning from the best. And he's a good leader. We're both from Carmarthen, same school, same rugby club and everything. So he calls me his apprentice, but no, it's good to learn off him. And he's got a lot of time for me, and I got a lot of time for him. So there's a respect there between us as well.
You've never sort of thought, well, maybe I'd be better off sort of jumping ship?
No, I'm happy at the Scarlets, and I think it works the way things are going. Hopefully get a bit more game time this year, playing bigger games and stuff, but it is what it is. Hopefully it's the case of change of guard, when he wants to retire or whatever. Obviously I'll just take his place. That's the plan, or nip in front of him.
Yeah. What about goals for the season?
Personally,
yeah.
Obviously looking at the end of the year, you've got the World Cup coming up, which is that's a huge thing. But I just want to be happy in my in my performance, basically. I didn't think I had the best of seasons last year, so I'm hoping just to start well and just keep progressing throughout the year. So I just like game by game mentality, to be honest with you. And obviously, hopefully you get picked at the end of the year, for World Cup or something like that. That'll be good.
It was very competitive, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Some good hookers out there as well. So it's no easy task, but something I want to do, want to try and achieve. So I'm going to work hard to try and get there.
Brilliant. That winning try, what are your memories of that winning try against South Africa?
It was a bit of a poacher's try, to be fair. I thought they were exiting, I think. Yeah, they were exiting. And Tom Williams, the scrum half, he made a dart, managed to get his hand on it, got the charge down, and I was just lucky enough to be there, so I pounced on it. So, yeah, happy.
50 metres by a few years.
Oh yeah, I'll be telling my grandkids I run the length of the pitch and chip the full back.
But how do you think it'll go this season? Last year, obviously, good season, no silverware, semi-finals and finals of the Pro 14. What are the aims this year with the Scarlets?
More the same, really. We want to be in them, knockout stages of, Europe. It's a tough whole competition, and for us to get to the semis last year, to be fair, Leinster with a stronger team, and obviously on both occasions in the final and the semis. But I guess just closing that gap on them, and just being, get back to the finals in Europe, and obviously hopefully go one better in the league this year.
It's a long season last year. You obviously played to the end of June. Have you refreshed now and you back after your break?
Yeah, it's good. I'm feeling good now. I think it's just more of a break mentally. Obviously it's a long old year, and it can take its toll on you, I guess. So it's nice to switch off, have a few pizzas, a few beers, and come back, ready to go now. So feeling fresh.
Famous or something?
Yeah.
Obviously, you said how good it is to have Ken around. Has Wayne or your one given you any sort of tips, any things you need to work on to sort of maybe start in the big games ahead of Ken?
I wouldn't say work on as such. It's just try to be the best I can be, and obviously I have confidence in my ability, and if I get to where I want to be playing, then hopefully make it a hard decision for the coaches. But obviously he's a real good defender. Well, he's good across the board, but last season he was immense in defence. So I guess in that sort of area I could try and improve and try and emulate what he's been doing. I know Byron's a big fan of him and his defence. So he had a real good season again. So hopefully I can try and emulate that.
Obviously, even though he's started most of the big games, you have started big games like Pro 12 playoffs when you won, and obviously played for Wales and scoring that try and playing in those games. Does it give you more? Does it make you want more of a taste of that? Does it get you? Do you get a bit frustrated then when you're on the bench after?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Obviously, the year before I had played. Well, I'd started the semis and the final when we had won. So this year obviously I was on the bench, but I'm just happy with whatever role I'm doing. So if it means the last 20, last 10, I'm just gonna try and go out there and play to the best of my ability. But obviously you want to be starting all them games. I'd want to start every game of the season, but it's not realistic. But yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Is the World Cup is on the back of your mind? Is that obviously it's a target, but you thinking about that now going into the season?
No, I wouldn't say it's at the front of my mind, but obviously I guess every player has had a taste of playing for Wales. You're going to want to get there, but as I said earlier, I'm just want to take it one game at a time. So obviously we got Bristol coming up first in the pre-season. I just want to start well there. Bath week after, and obviously Ulster away, that'll be a big challenge to start the league. So
obviously on the Wales tour you were competing with Elliot D, and obviously there's other good hookers like Dacey that aren't in the squad. How do you assess those two, especially Elliot, because obviously he's done well, hasn't he? Last year.
No, he had a good year last year. He played really well. He has been unlucky with injuries and stuff. Same as the other hookers really, but. As I said earlier, if I was to play the rugby I want to be playing, and and I'm happy with my performances, then I guess I'd want to try and push him out this, out of that our squad,
And obviously, it might be a bit frustrating now, like being on the bench, but obviously working with a British Lion like Ken, when it eventually is your chance to be first choice, are these sort of years going to make you a better player maybe in the long run, working with him?
Oh yeah, definitely. You look at Ken when he was my age and stuff. You had Matthew Rees down here, British Lion. He was playing for Wales. And he was in the exact same boat as me, so he must have been frustrated as well. So he's been where I am. And he can understand what I feel. Sometimes I am disappointed if I haven't had too much game time, but that's natural for any rugby player. So in the long run, I do think it's going to be very beneficial. Yeah.
Last question for me then. I mean, everybody talks up rightly, obviously Wayne, Stephen and Byron obviously is getting more attention now, but how much of an influence has Johan Cunningham had on the recent success, and your development as a hooker?
Oh, he's been brilliant. You know, when I came into the academy, was it 6 years ago now?
Yeah.
He was my skills coach, and so obviously I've worked him all the way through, and obviously I've progressed as a player, but as a coach, you know, he's done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's come on leaps and bounds from the first year he was with us, you know, as a forwards coach,
Yeah.
to where he is now. He's yeah, and I know all the players, you know, think highly of Yo's.
Yeah.
And he's really good technically, you know,
Yeah.
line out scrum, and he, you know, he's good at dealing with the players as well. So
Yeah. Do you think he's somebody who's going to have a big good career in coaching?
oh,
from
definitely.
what you've seen so far?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd say so. You know, all the Welsh boys, you know, Lions boys and stuff, they all speak highly of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to think he's going to go places. Yeah.
Good stuff. Cheers.
Yeah.
Ryan, did you have a chance to have a chat with Creevy after the game, or wasn't that time?
I did go into the change rooms. I wanted to swap a jersey with him, but he was in the shower and I don't think he was too pleased. So that was that. Yeah, with the result. Yeah, and obviously they'd lost, you know, the game before. So yeah, I don't think he was too pleased with how everything went. So he just kind of brushed me aside, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's fair enough, you know.
But a great player.
Oh yeah, brilliant player. Yeah, you know, line out scrum, he's, you know, technically, you know, one of the best. So as I said earlier, it was real good to go up against him and test yourself against the best, you know, one of the best. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks.